speak that much.
Korean.
Korean.
When you did have to speak Korean with the family, did you speak
I
Korean
tried.
or did you just speak English and they understood your English?
Well, I tried to speak as much Korean as I could, but it was really lacking. It's funny because Korean was my first language.
Right.
Because I was born in Korea, which is a long story, but I was born here, but we moved back and forth so much. And the first language I learned was Korean, and then English right after that. Then I forgot Korean, then I learned German. So I learned and forgot so many languages over the years. And so even though I had the listening ability for Korean, when I came back to Korea in 2003, I spoke very little, but I could understand. And so I would copy my friends, right, that I made in the dance world, actually, right? I would go to, like, the after parties or, like, the kind of the drinking or the eating events afterwards, the tipuri, right? Which I had no idea what that was. I was like, what is a tipuri?
Right, of course.
What is that? I
didn't know. Huh.
Was it like after free? Is that it? You know, I think that's how they explained it to me. But from there, they were speaking, and I'm in my head or trying to imitate what they say. And so this is in Busan, so I first learned Busan 사투리 again, and then I came to Seoul in 2005, which I kind of started learning more Seoul말. Actually, some Koreans in Seoul were like, "You're a Gyopo." I'm like, "Uh-huh. Why do you speak with a Busan accent?" I'm like, "I don't know." Because I learned by ear.
My father, right? That's an
my
easy
dad,
answer.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, but I like to be honest, so I was like, I don't know.
Okay, so you're also doing another radio program, which has nothing to do with teaching.
No, it's a music program.
But sounds very interesting.
It's a 3-hour music program that's on from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. in Korea, right?
2 a.m. to 5 a.m.
Night owl, right?
Night owl, yes. Okay.
So it's good. We play a lot of different styles of music. We don't really do as much K-pop because this show is mainly, I was combining those words. This show is mainly geared towards, I guess, the overseas market. And so we play a lot of, I guess, underground bands as well. And we also play, I guess, older music. Like, I'm a big fan of, like, Eric Clapton, the Beatles, Elvis.
The hair.
The hair, right?
Elvis hair.
Let's see. I also like more soulful, like Motown styles of music, right? Where the lyrics are very important. I also like people that play their own instruments as musicians, right? So, not to say that these days musicians aren't talented. You know, I just think that they should really be involved with every aspect of their craft, right? If they are a musician, I think they really should have, from start to finish, it should be their identity in their music. And if you look at people like Eric Clapton, that's all his. You have songs that incorporate his life, his relationships, his heartaches, like Tears in Heaven, obviously.
I mean, is this your favorite musician?
One of them.
I'm getting he's your favorite. And I hear your DJing has been going on for how long now?
Wow, 2007, right?
Since
it's not that long, I think, in the...
3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a substantial amount of time, yeah. So you've been doing that for 3 years.
Actually,
almost.
this program that I'm doing now, the 3-hour music program, that one I've been doing for about a year and a half, 2 years. Before that, I was doing another program which was more of an inspirational show, right? Which fit, I think, with my college, education anyway, because I studied English literature and theology. I was a double major.
Okay.
Right? That just means a lot of reading. I think I read about 500 pages a day just to keep up with my school workload. But having the knowledge of, I guess, classical literature and theology.
Theology. Shinat. Why?
I was actually studying to be a pastor.
Really?
That was one of my goals earlier on. I was gonna...
You were gonna be Father Minister Denny, huh?
Right? I wasn't...
Minister Hong.
More of a Protestant church, but I was going to kind of go to seminary after I spent a year in Korea, which is why I came back. I came to Korea because I hadn't been here in 10 years. The last time my family moved back to the U.S., I was in 8th grade. I was 11, 12 years old. And so I graduated when I was 21, so a 10-year gap of not being in Korea. I missed it. So I decided to come back for a year and kind of reconnect with my roots and then go back and go to seminary. Because I figure if I'm going to be a pastor, I'll preach to Koreans. And then I kind of enjoyed Korea a lot, and I felt like...
You talk too fast. You talk too fast. I'm just kidding. I'm sure you would have been a great minister to Koreans had you decided to go that route.
But yeah, I was like, I know I speak fast. But that's maybe good for radio, so I can just get more info out in a short amount of time. But I enjoyed Korea. I felt like I needed more than 1 year to really connect with my roots. And I know a lot of gyopos, they go either A or B. Either they have this pride that's overwhelmingly pride of Korea, or they have kind of like, I want to just, I'm not Korean.
A little resentment toward Korean. I'm just American.
Yeah, I'm just American, or I'm just Korean. And I think that's kind of wrong. I think you need to have a balance, right? And so like I've lived, in both worlds, and so I kind of wanted to reconnect with my Korean side because that was lacking. I didn't have enough knowledge about Korea, and I tried to read up here and there.
How old were you at this time then? So you were what?
I was 21. I was 21 when I came.
21.
In 2003, I just graduated college. I was 21.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's early or late. I think it's average, right?
Right. So you came over here right after you graduated college. I mean, right after you graduated college.
Right after, like graduation ceremony, 2 months of going like West Coast touring, and then came right over, right?
And then you thought you were going to get into being a ministry?
After a year of being here, right?
But then that changed.
Well, this 1 year here, I realized there's so much to learn about Korea, right? Of course, my mom cooks great food, but there's more variety, and, I enjoy food.
And Korean food in particular.
And Korean food in particular, I like to eat as much as possible. Funny, I don't really eat fish. Right? Even though I'm from Busan and my dad's a Busan man, we didn't really eat that much like hue growing up in my
Really?
So I have an aversion to raw fish. I know it's sad.
Really? You don't like hue? Oh, you poor guy.
I know. Everyone's like,
love hue.
Right.
Anyway.
I like fish, but it's cooked.
Cooked fish, okay.
Cooked fish or salmon.
Okay.
And Busan is great to kind of ease back into Korean life because it is very relaxed. I mean, it's the second largest city in Korea.
Oh, so because you started in Busan, you're saying, right?
And I spent a lot of my childhood when I was in Korea, in either in Busan or in Uijeongbu.
Yeah.
Right. Depending on where the army base is that we were stationed. And just hanging out at the beach, Haeundae, and it's nice. There's Songjong Beach, which is next to Haeundae, which is quieter.
Sure.
That's the place you want to go. Right, if you're in Busan.
Don't tell everybody.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Go to Haeundae. Yeah, there's more stuff there.
Yes, the locals go to Songjong Beach, don't
exactly,
they?
Right. And of course, there's Dalmaji Gogek, right?
Yeah.
Which is really nice to drive through, and the cherry blossoms are falling. I know it's like a romantic thing to say, and there's two guys talking. We probably